Picture this. You're stuck in an airport terminal that smells like disappointment, watching your third delayed flight announcement while sitting on a metal chair that was clearly designed by someone who hates human comfort. Sound familiar? While travel blogs love ranking the world's best airports with their fancy spas and butterfly gardens, nobody talks about the absolute disasters that make millions of passengers question their life choices every year. Today, we are counting down the 10 worst airports on planet Earth, based on real traveler experiences, actual passenger reviews, and current 2025 data. Trust me, some of these will shock you. Number 10. Denver International Airport. Denver makes the list not because it's broken, but because it's genuinely overwhelming. One traveler described it perfectly. Denver? Oh, it's not a bad airport. I just get overwhelmed and cry when I'm there. The sheer size of this place is mind-boggling. We're talking about an airport larger than Manhattan with underground trains that feel like they go to different time zones. The conspiracy theories about underground bunkers don't help the unsettling vibe. Even frequent flyers get lost here, and the walk between gates can genuinely require cardiovascular preparation. The airport handles massive passenger volumes efficiently from a technical standpoint, but the human experience feels like navigating a small city where all the street signs are written in airport code. Number 9. London Heathrow. Heathrow claims an impressive 30% of all international airport complaints. And after experiencing it firsthand, that number feels conservative. The gate confusion here is legendary. They'll announce your departure gate literally as boarding begins, creating mass panic as thousands of passengers simultaneously realize they're in the wrong terminal. Passengers consistently highlight gate confusion and stressful security procedures, with one traveler noting they didn't announce my gate until boarding started, causing pure stress. The security lines move with the urgency of molasses, and the terminal design feels like it was created by someone who actively despises human movement. One frustrated passenger summed it up perfectly. London Heathrow Airport. I can't express enough how much I hate it there. Number 8. Miami International. Miami International earns its spot through sheer chaos and overcrowding. Travelers consistently describe it as overcrowded, chaotic, and inconvenient. And cleanliness concerns are notably higher here than at other major airports. The airport seems to buckle under the constant pressure of international tourism, creating a perfect storm of frustrated travelers, overwhelmed staff, and infrastructure that can't keep pace with demand. One flight attendant, who has literally traveled the world, declared that Miami International is the worst. The terminals feel cramped despite recent renovations, and navigating between gates during peak season resembles a particularly aggressive game of human Tetris. Another passenger was even more direct. Miami, you could not pay me to return there. Number 7. Newark Liberty International. Newark consistently ranks as one of the worst major airports in America, and recent reports confirm why. The New York Times 2025 coverage highlighted how passengers shared stories of being left in the dark during terminal lockdowns, bomb scares, or severe weather events. Communication breakdowns aren't just inconvenient here, they're genuinely concerning from a safety perspective. Announcements are delayed, inconsistent, or completely missing during critical situations. The airport's outdated layout creates bottlenecks that turn minor delays into major disasters. Even the billion-dollar renovation hasn't solved the fundamental flow problems that make Newark feel like an endurance test, rather than a transportation hub. A recent AirHelp report ranked Newark among the worst U.S. airports, confirming what millions of passengers already knew. This place is broken at a systemic level that no amount of construction can fix. Number 6. Manchester, UK. Manchester Airport has become synonymous with travel misery in the UK. Passengers consistently complain about staff shortages, long security queues, and regular delays, with the airport struggling to handle basic operations even during normal travel periods. The phrase, "worst airport I've been to in my life," appears regularly in reviews, suggesting problems that go far beyond typical travel frustrations. Post-pandemic recovery has been particularly brutal here, with the airport seemingly unable to scale staffing to match returning passenger demand. Security wait times are unpredictable and often excessive, while communication about delays and changes remains poor. The facilities feel outdated and overcrowded, creating an atmosphere of constant stress. While Mancunians take pride in their city's status as one of the best places to live in the UK, that sentiment certainly does not extend to its airport. Local avoidance speaks volumes. Number 5. London Stanstead. Stanstead ranks as the worst of the 6 major London airports, which is saying something in a city where airport experiences are generally subpar. The airport suffers from long queues and wait times, cleanliness and facilities issues, creating a perfect storm of passenger misery. The terminal design feels like it was optimized for airline operations rather than human comfort, with minimal seating and confusing layouts that funnel passengers through duty-free shopping, whether they want to shop or not. One Google reviewer described the experience as dirty, disorganized, and chaotic, which captures the essence of Stansted perfectly. Budget airlines use this airport heavily, and the passenger experience reflects that cost-cutting mentality. The combination of no-frills airlines and substandard airport infrastructure creates an environment where basic travel dignity goes to die. It's the price you pay for cheap flights. Number 4. Ho Chi Minh City Airport. Ho Chi Minh City Airport saw a sharp drop in this year's ranking and currently sits as the 3rd worst airport globally. Once seen as one of Southeast Asia's most promising airports, SGN has fallen dramatically as passenger volumes overwhelmed aging infrastructure. The airport struggles with the basic mathematics of modern air travel: too many people, not enough capacity, and systems that can't adapt quickly enough. Delays are endemic, with mounting delays overshadowing modernization efforts. The terminal feels cramped during peak hours, and passenger flow becomes a genuine challenge rather than a smooth process. Despite ongoing improvements, efficiency is under strain, and it shows in the data. Vietnam's booming tourism industry has created demand that the airport simply cannot match, turning what should be an exciting gateway into Southeast Asia into a frustrating bottleneck that colors visitors' entire trip experience. Number 3. Heracleion Airport, Greece. Heracleion Airport becomes a genuine nightmare during peak summer season when thousands of tourists descend on Crete simultaneously. The terminal feels cramped, queues move slowly, and passengers frequently comment on a sense of general disarray. The infrastructure simply cannot handle the seasonal passenger surges that define Mediterranean tourism. One frustrated traveler went as far as saying it doesn't have a layout with users in mind, highlighting the disconnect between airport design and passenger reality. The airport scores only 6.7 through 10 for customer opinion, reflecting widespread dissatisfaction despite staff efforts. A brand new airport is under construction and set to open in the coming years, which many frequent flyers say can't come soon enough. When an entire new airport is considered necessary rather than renovation, you know the current situation is beyond repair. Number 2. Rhodes Diagoras Airport. Rhodes Diagoras Airport ranks as the 2nd worst airport globally with good reason. This small island airport becomes completely overwhelmed during tourist season, creating conditions that transform dream vacations into logistical nightmares before they even begin. The terminal infrastructure was clearly designed for a fraction of current passenger volumes, leading to overcrowding that makes basic movement difficult. Processing times become unpredictable during peak periods, and the limited facilities mean passengers have few options when delays inevitably occur. The airport's remote island location means there are no alternative routing options when things go wrong. You're stuck until the situation resolves itself. Flight schedules become suggestions rather than commitments during busy periods. With an average score of 6.05, Rhodes represents everything that can go wrong when tourism demand outpaces infrastructure development. Paradise destinations require functional gateways, and Rhodes fails that basic test. Number 1. Tunis Carthage Airport, Tunisia. Tunis Carthage Airport takes the crown as the worst airport globally with a dismal score of 5.73 out of 10. On-time performance scores a weak 5.4, meaning delays are more common than punctual departures. Customer opinions only added minimal hope with an extra point at 6.4, suggesting passengers find little to redeem this experience. Even basic amenities disappoint, with food and shops earning just 6.1 points. This airport fails at every measurable metric that matters to travelers: punctuality, service, facilities, and basic operational competence. The combination of systematic delays, poor customer service, and substandard facilities creates an environment where travel becomes an endurance test rather than the beginning of a journey. When an airport consistently fails to meet even modest passenger expectations across every category, it earns its place as the world's worst. Tunis Carthage represents everything wrong with modern air travel concentrated in one location. What's your worst airport horror story? Drop it in the comments below. I read every single nightmare tale and love seeing which airports traumatized you most. Did your least favorite make this list? Or do you know an even worse travel hellscape I missed? Smash that subscribe button for a more brutal travel truth that the tourism industry doesn't want you to hear.